And to your knowledge, did we ever ask the Libyans for permission to fly over their country?
Frequently.
But did we the night of the attack?
The night of the attack?
Once this incident started, did we seek permission from the Libyan government to do a flyover?
I think in the record there is a UAV was flying over Libya that night, and it had permission to be there.
It is stunning that our government, the power of the United States of America, couldn't get a tanker in the air. Mr. Hicks, when did you think that this was actually over? It was done. We were safe.
Not until our personnel landed in Tripoli on the C-130.
And then, even then, Ansar al-Sharia had posted that we were potentially, there's a reason why you had to leave the facility in Tripoli.
That's correct.
When did you actually return to the embassy in Tripoli?
We returned, I believe, on the 14th.
When did the FAST team arrive to help secure the embassy?
They arrived on the night of September 12th at about 8.
And there still was a potential fight. And the government never asked for permission. This is one of the deep concerns. In the last minute here, I want to ask Mr. Thompson here. I want to read to you another excerpt of an email sent by you to Timothy Walsh and James Webster on Wednesday, September 12th. This is at 11:10 in the morning. Quote, spoke to DB. Who's DB?
Daniel Benjamin.
Daniel Benjamin on the phone this morning. He understands my fest points, concurs, but expressed his pessimism regarding our deployment and by extension does not intend to lobby for our inclusion. End quote. To remind everybody here, didn't Daniel Benjamin recently state that any claim that key elements of the Counterterrorism Bureau, such as FEST, were cut out of the response planning was simply, quote, untrue? Is that your understanding?
Correct.
How do you react to that? He goes out and publicly says that's not true, but based on the email, sounds like you had a discussion with him. What happened in that discussion?
He was on the phone from Germany. Another member of our front office had been talking to him. She asked if he wanted to talk to me. I gave him a quick rundown of what had happened the night before. I'd kept him informed via BlackBerry on an unclass level about the concerns and obviously when we finally understood how many people had been murdered that night, he was shocked and appalled, wanted to know anything he could do, and I told him about the dismissal and how it was dismissed in terms of getting our people out. Getting our people out of town. And I would just add that it's more than process and it's more than some of the other things that have been stated. My biography's in the record. We lived by a code. That code says you go after people when they're in peril, when they're in the service of their country. We did not have the benefit of hindsight in the early hours. And those people who are in peril in the future need to know that we will go get them, and we will do everything we can to get them out of harm's way. That night unfolded in ways that no one could have predicted when it first started, and it is my strong belief then, as it is now, that we needed to demonstrate that resolve, even if we still had the same outcome.